is a little bit more complicated. And yeah, typically you're going to do that by recommendation from city and government officials at various levels. You'll get that by staying active and knowing who the other players are. And
we'll put a link up on your Facebook page to the opening.
And Karen, my boss, says that. So we'll put a link up on our Facebook page in case anyone is interested. And by all means, yes, please participate.
Thank you, Dr. Bass.
Also, to go to changestory.org and check for volunteer and engagement opportunities there as well. And lastly, I just met with the new executive director of Safe Place, Miss Ellen, and she told me about a group of individuals within the nonprofit scope that's been meeting, right? And they all have a need for board members, and they are specifically looking to recruit people from communities of color. They are specifically looking to do that. And she gave me some information, and I wrote it down, but she gave me some information about a date coming up in February where they're going to all have tables and host tables where people that's interested in sitting on their boards can learn more about their organizations. So if you signed up, you will get that information because we will be putting it out in our village loop so that you can read through it and send it out and spread it out to others. So there will be some form of a nonprofit fair of nonprofits that's looking to recruit board members that are people of color to serve on their board. So that is upcoming in February. And that information will come out in the village loop.
So to Kathy's question, so I think one good opportunity for our allies is when you're participating on boards, and the nominating committees really are really important, right? When you're discussing who's going on the board, who would be a good fit for our allies to say, you know, is our board representative of our community, right? So, because when we say it, it sounds different, right? And so it's heard differently than when our allies speak up and say, hey, diversity also matters to us, right? And should be a qualification or a standard for our board representation. So I think that's a great way for our allies. And then I think in addition to that, I would love to see more diversity within our community of who's asked to be on boards, because honestly, they choose. The same people are chosen all the time, right? And even if we're calling it what it is, it's like the educational privilege, right? We're comfortable with Dr. Johnson and Kyra, right? But we don't, you know. So I think also encouraging some diversity of voice on those boards. Not that we can't be helpful, but we don't represent everybody, right? So encouraging diversity within our community as well.
Awesome. So what we're going to do now, we're going to transition and we're going to dig deeper into these ideas of scope, scale, and sustainability. And so each of our panelists will lead a discussion that will center around a specific, very short case study. And so in this corner here, Dr. Bayless will facilitate a short work group talking about sustainability. In the back, in the corner, you'll see a little circle there. Dr. Johnson will facilitate a work group concerning scale. And right here in the front, we'll create a circle here. And Ms. Kyra will facilitate a work group concerning scope. These will last about 25 minutes. We'll come back, we'll have some report outs from each of our work groups, and then we'll close for the day. Any questions? Please choose one. Again, this is sustainability here with Dr. Bayless. In the back there is scale with Dr. Johnson, and in the front will be Ms. Kyra, scope. Please choose a work group.